funky dead ahead. Better watch your back. You looking for trouble?
No need to be alarmed. I'm only here to deliver a message. It is unfortunate that our individual arrangements had us at odds earlier, but that's simply the nature of our business. My master wishes to ensure that there's no ill will left between us.
Since you asked so nicely, I'll consider it.
Please do. Hostilities between us would be an unnecessary expense for everyone involved. House Rist will no longer interfere with your affairs. News Tarot Blood will not take graciously, I'm sure. He fronted a considerable sum to ensure his rivals were dealt with. I imagine he'll threaten some reprisal, but I think we both know what Tarot Blood's word is worth.
Serve such a personage as you, Master. History will remember your name. Not mine, but definitely yours.
So, this is home. A little spare, don't you think?
It serves well enough.
You're practical, I get it. I'm not suggesting plating the hull in gold. I'm just saying maybe you should consider conserving ammo and installing seats with upholstery. Think about it.
Keep the place clean and we'll talk.
I guess I can live with it for now. We can't all be fabulously wealthy criminal masterminds, but this bounty hunting gig seems straightforward enough. Besides, I like the idea of doing the chasing for a change, even if I am slumming it. Oh, it's good to relax. This is as close as I'm getting to it these days.
Everyone has limits.
Are you kidding? I'm in my prime. I'm talking about trying to unwind here. I mean, really unwind. It's unsettling. I've spent so long keeping one step ahead of somebody, I can't believe I've lost them for good. At least when I'm out with you, I usually know where the blaster fire's coming from. Keeps my mind off trouble. Mostly.
The less time you and Trouble spend together, the better.
You've got a marvelously camouflaged sense of humor, you know that? Let's see how easily you brush off your old instincts and catch 40 winks after you've spent 30 years bounty hunting.
If you're not up to something, let me know before it becomes a problem.
Ah, I'm just in a funk. Come on, I think I've had my fill of all this cheering up. You know, you're pretty quick to sniff out an opportunity for profit.
I like to think I know my business.
Ooh, there's no doubt about that. I wonder how much more lucrative our little partnership could be if you applied that intuition to something other than bounty hunting.
I'm not opposed to a little moonlighting.
Can't afford to keep all your chips at the same table, am I right? Let me see if I can come up with something that'll play to your strengths, and I'll trust you to recognize a good opportunity when you see one. I've been thinking it over, and I see a lot of room for improvement maximizing your profits. Take catching me, for example. Sure, you got a nice bounty from the Great Hunt, but why stop there? You just need to use a little imagination.
And what did your imagination come up with?
A few words in the right ears and you could make a lot of money on poor Tiresias's remains, if you don't mind double-crossing crime lords. Offer the body, see who bites, rob them blind. Couldn't be simpler.
Are all of your schemes this blunt?
It's not the most elaborate con, but you're new at this. Besides, the scams are a lot less risky when you know you can vaporize anyone in the room.
Bioscan incoming.
The Durasteel Duke. Confirmed. Guess he wasn't blaster-proof after all. You're clear to move on.
Any word on our rival?
It's been confirmed that Irido-san was disqualified in his sleep weeks ago. Guess he got sloppy. Welcome to the final round, Hunter. Contact your handler when you're ready to proceed. Good hunting.
I won't keep Krista waiting.
I don't think she's giving you a choice in the matter. Someone's trying to get through.
I know who you are, Hunter. You have made an enemy of Taro Blood. Even now, Taro's comrades head to Nar Shaddaa to discuss ways to eliminate you from the Great Hunt. I am sending you the coordinates of that meeting. I do not know how long they'll be there, so I'd suggest haste.
What's your interest here?
These Mandalorians chose not to participate in this great hunt so that Taro would have a clear shot at victory. This was a dishonorable act, unworthy of our traditions. It should not go unpunished. Taro robbed you of your allies in this competition. It seems only fitting that you return the favor.
I like the way you think.
There is no finer thing than the blood of an enemy righteously slain. Go to Nar Shaddaa. Confront those who have dishonored you and my people. Show them what it means to be a true warrior.
That was Head Arsoon. I can't believe it.
You think Soong's on the level?
He's a living legend. There's no way he'd be in cahoots with a dirtbag like Taro Blood. If Soong wants to help us, we should seriously consider heading to those coordinates.
I've distracted you from the Great Hunt long enough as it is.
lands are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
I remember you. You shot Brayden back on Hutta.
What the hell are you doing here? Doesn't matter. You saved us the trouble of hunting you down.
Stand down, Seddon. A matter of honor has brought all of you here today, and it shall be settled as such.
Commander, what's going on?
You owe this hunter a debt of blood, Seddon, and I would like to see at least one of my pupils redeemed before I die.
If you had played straight, you'd still be waking up tomorrow.
A Tong blood duel will resolve this dispute. A duel to the death. Challenge Seddon. A true Mandalorian must accept.
Consider yourself challenged, Seddon.
I accept. Relu, you'll fight as my second. You've dug your own graves.
That's what I put my mind to.
Well fought, Hunter. I see in you the future of my people.
That's quite a compliment coming from you.
I merely speak the truth. This matter is settled. The rest of you shall allow this hunter to finish the great hunt in peace.
No, Commander. Our pledge to Taro stands.
You are no Mandalorians.
make you feel tough, shooting an old man?
I did him an honor. Better he die for his cause than in his bed. Now it's your turn.
It's fitting that I die here, surrounded by my failures. Taro mustn't win the Great Hunt. Don't let his example lead others down the easy path. Keep honor alive among my people. Show them that the old traditions, the code of the warrior, is worthy of defending.
I'll stop Taro. The rest is up to the Mandalorians.
You walk a treacherous path, Hunter. Unless you believe in something, you will become an empty shell. Or a rabid dog. In the end, all you have is your dignity.
Taro isn't worthy of such a great teacher. Not by a long shot. If we ever see him again, I'll tell him that before you blast him.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay. Pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Do you require anything, Master?
We should probably get back to Krista now that we don't have to worry about Taro's cronies messing up the final round.
Seddon's cost us too much time already.
Well, looky here. I got myself a hunter who's reached the last leg of the Great Hunt. Ain't I just a lucky gal? How about something serious for your final mark? You ready for this, sugar? You're hunting Jedi Master Kellyan Jaro, the Mandalorian killer himself.
A Jedi Master should help cement my reputation.
This fella's no slouch, that's for sure. At the Battle of Coruscant, Jaro single-handedly gave over 100 Mandalorian soldiers the big push. Word is he's on board the Republic cruiser Aurora, so that's where you're headed next. You gotta take out Jaro and the Aurora to finish this hunt.
The crew won't just let me board.
Getting to your target's part of the challenge, sugar. We do got a plan for that little battle cruiser, though. Once you're aboard the Aurora, you'll need to blast her hyperdrive regulator in the engine room, and that gizmo protects the ship from the powerful forces of hyperspace. Then head to the bridge and set the ship to jump into hyperspace on a timer. When it does, boom, no more ship.
They seem to have worked out all the details.
Hope so. Personally, I wouldn't want to try it myself. Now, that's all I ought to tell you. But I wrangled some, well, confidential information. One other hunter made it to the final round, and he's already headed to the Aurora. Care to guess who?
Taro Blood. That slimy son of a... He's gotten away with Brayden's murder way too long. He needs to pay.
This saves us the trouble of hunting Taro down.
Okay, Taro Blood deserves a rather gruesome end. I get that. But are we really going to fight a Jedi Master?
Jedi are all talk.
No, I'm all talk. Jedi Masters are something else entirely.
Don't listen to him. I'm with you all the way.
I'll transmit the Aurora's coordinates. Best of luck.
Making the final approach on the Aurora's coordinates. ETA 2 minutes. Everyone up front. There she is, the Aurora. Wow, pretty impressive. Don't think they detected us yet. Let's see what I can pick up on their comms. Oh boy, the ship's on alert. They've captured an intruder. They're calling it an Imperial assassination attempt on the Jedi Master. This is going to limit our options. Suggestions?
We could claim to have a bounty on Taro, arrange a...
We've been caught in a tractor beam.
Attention unidentified vessel. This is the Republic cruiser Aurora. You are in a restricted zone. Prepare to be brought aboard for a full inspection. If you offer any resistance, we will open fire.
Well, what now? We wanted to get inside, didn't we?
And we don't even have to park. They're really making it easy for us.
Good point. Maybe if we ask real nice, they'll even take us right to Master Kellyan Jaro. And Taro, too. Okay, Taro, we're coming for you.
Halt! You are under arrest. Lay down your weapons.
Hey, I'm just passing through.
Save it. We already know why you're here. We captured your accomplice, one Taro Blood, who implicated you when he confessed under Master Jaro's questioning.
I should have figured that scum would crack.
You think you'd fare any better against a Jedi Master? Time to join your friend in the brig. You can plead your case when we ship you to Coruscant to stand trial. This is your last warning. Drop your weapons and surrender, or we will open fire.
You're gonna want to get out of my way.
You were warned! Open fire!
So, you're still alive. You might be worth killing after all. Hurry up here so we can settle this once and for all. Unless he finds you.
Not my equal. You failed.
So, you're a coward, is that it? Come on, surprise me. Open the door and face me like a warrior.
Let's say I do. What then?
My equipment's right there in that lockbox. I suit up. The end of this. Something I should have done long ago.
You don't serve warriors, desk scumbag. Let's end him. Let them die. Shit was empty pieces. Works for me.
I'm the future of the audience!
So long, slow.
Let me out of you!
Caused quite a bit of trouble, but I'm afraid it's over now. I'll ask you to drop weapons and surrender.
That's not gonna happen.
I have no choice but to subdue you. You will drop your weapons and surrender to me.
Sorry, I'm not open to suggestions.
Master?
Be still, Padawan. I will take care of this. As without the others, there is a much stronger will than the other one. Listen, I know the Mandalorians may be dead, but the Battle of Coruscant was years ago. Revenge profits no one. I implore you not to throw your life away. Abandon this hunt.
You have your codes, I have mine. Always fulfill a contract.
And this, your lightsaber.
Bounty hunter. Kill me, just like you killed my master. Go on.
part of you. Run for an escape pod.
No one paid you to kill me, so you're not interested. Is that it? We'll meet again, Bounty Hunter. I swear it.
I'm glad you let her go. You did the right thing. I'm glad you approve. Hey, there's perks to being on the good side. The cruiser can be set to jump into hyperspace at the bridge controls. Deactivating the tractor beam would also be a good idea.
Galaxy will continue trembling at your approach if it knows what's good for it, Master. Maker knows I do.
You did it! I knew you would! You're amazing.
It was pretty impressive work, and believe me, I know impressive.
You're my hero. You know that, right?
Better start planning my public appearances.
Leave the booking to me. Gotta make sure you hit all the sleaziest spots in the galaxy.
Let me see that list when you're done. I'm sure I have a few to add.
Brayden would have been so proud. So would Sue. You're who they were talking about when they spoke of great hunters.
It has been quite a ride.
It hasn't all been fun, but this feels pretty good.
And trust me, the celebration's just starting.
We should return to the Mandalorian Enclave on Drummond Koss to officially inform the Huntmaster of your victory. There'll be some sort of ceremony. Mandalorians are big on that. I'm sending them the news right now.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
The hunter returns a hero. Sure is good to see you all in one piece.
You don't look too bad yourself.
I'm gonna look a whole lot better standing by your side, Sugar, that's for sure. The Huntmaster's waiting for you in the main room. Go on in. Oh, and Hunter, great job.
You've made quite a name for yourself in victory, Hunter. Mandalore himself requested your presence aboard his flagship. He wants to congratulate his champion personally.
We're getting an audience with Mandalore? You've gotta be kidding. I can hardly believe it. That makes two of us, Mako.
The Huntmaster will address you now.
I consider myself fortunate, Huntmaster.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
You've entered Mandalorian-controlled space. Vacate the sector before we use you for target practice. You have 2 minutes.
Lek told me my presence was requested. I'm the victor of the Great Hunt, here to see Mandalore.
Apologies, Champion. I'll clear you for landing. Mandalore's waiting. This way. Mandalore, your champion presents herself.
Glad a little war wasn't enough to keep you from meeting me, champion. I like a woman who's not afraid to get her knuckles bloody. Welcome aboard the Spirit of Vengeance, both of you.
It's an honor.
That goes for me as well.
This must be Mako. I've heard she's the brains behind your operation.
Mako is more than capable.
I've got a lot to thank you for. Shoring up that secret auction, avenging Hera Sung, stopping that arrogant snot Terroblood. You had a good slog getting here. Says a lot that you aced Terroblood without stooping to his level. A damn lot.
He was never any threat to me.
That doesn't mean he was harmless. He could have cost us a lot. The Great Hunt isn't held for the sake of sport. It's meant to find the best the galaxy has to offer, usually to handle a task vital to the Mendoid. I have one more thing to ask of you before I know you are the one for it.
You have my full attention, Mandalore.
There is a cavern in the deep jungles of Dromund Kaz. Unnatural place, filled with all kind of abominations. There's something down there nobody's laid eyes on and lived to brag about it. I want you to kill it.
I'll head for Dromund Kaz now.
My clans send their most promising warriors to bloody themselves on the beasts in the cavern. Head to their camp at these coordinates. We'll speak again when you've brought me a suitable trophy.
As if Dromund Kaz didn't already give me the creeps. Come on, let's go show this thing how scary you can be.